Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear students, and welcome to our science class. Who can tell me what is the day today? Today is
Sunday.
excellent. Today is Sunday, and the date is the 3rd of October 2021. Who will tell me what did we took last week? We were talking about the
Environment. Yes.
excellent. We were talking about the environment. What is an environment?
The ecosystem. أخيرا.
Yes, okay. It includes ecosystems. Very good, Ya Abdul Ilah. But what do I mean by environment? Look at the picture. What do you see?
Trees.
Okay, tree, air, soil. What do I call these? Remember?
Environment.
Okay, all the living and
Ecosystem.
non-living in one place. So environment, everything around you, living and non-living. Remember, Ya Abdulillah, what's your room environment? Can you tell me what is your room environment? Hi, Abdulillah Badi. You can explain to me what are the living things in your room and the non-living in your room.
No one.
Hi, Abdulillah Al-Badi. Only around you. Only around you. This is the environment. This is what we call the desk. Maybe you have a small plant.
I have a plant.
Nice. So your plant is a living thing in your environment, in your room environment, or the
Yes,
living
I have
thing
a
that
plant.
you are sitting in.
I have a plant.
Nice, cool. Your plant is a living thing. So, also we learned about ecosystems. What did we say about ecosystems? Take a look at the picture.
Sun.
Excellent. Sun is a non-living.
Water.
Water, is it living, the water?
Non-living.
Excellent, Ya Abdul Aziz. What else?
The rock.
The rock. Excellent.
And
What
the
else?
tree. And the fish.
Yeah,
The fish is living.
the fish is living. All together, what do they make?
Environment.
Excellent. When they interact and they need each other to survive, so what do they make when they need each other? They make, word over here. Eco.
Environment.
Okay.
And
Environment, it's only when you say that.
ecosystem.
حبايب.
Ecosystem.
طيب. Okay, yes, you are right. Oh, you say environment only when you explain the things that around you, okay? But when you see that the fish needs the water to survive, and the plant needs the water to survive, and it needs the
I
soil to
forget his
survive,
name.
this is ecosystem. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so ecosystem, the living and non-living, they interact with each other. They need.
Ecosystem and living with us.
Excellent. Okay, and we said there are many types of ecosystem, remember?
Yes.
Okay, today we
Let's
are
see
going.
that.
I know, Habibi, this is a revision, so we can complete. Today we are going to talk more and more about types of ecosystem. We are going to recognize each one. We talked about habitat. What are habitats? Habitat is space where
The word is that the people lives on it.
only people.
No.
No, the houses. The houses.
Correct. It's the houses of the animals, or you can say the space where animals live. The space. All right. So, who can tell me
The
what
lion.
population?
Lion. The lion
Group of animal of the same kind or different
Pack.
kind?
is the same kind.
Same kind. If they are the same kind, what do we call it?
Pack.
Population.
Population. And if they are group of animals of different kinds?
No. Community. But this lion is want to eat our. He want to eat the lion.
So we learned about population and community. You are all familiar with these words.
Miss, we learn community and social.
I said
Yes, yeah, Habibi. We learned them. That was only a revision, yeah, Habibi. So you can complete your lesson today. Okay? Now, let's see what are ecosystems. We are going to talk more about the type of ecosystem. Take a look at this bird. Where do you think this bird lives? In from the picture.
In the nest.
Okay. What do you see in the picture? Hi, Ahmed Zbedi. What do you see in the picture?
A bird.
Only a bird? What about behind the bird?
A tree.
Tree. Ahmed Zbedi. What else?
Eyes. Mountain.
Mountains. Excellent. So mountains, trees. What do we call all these living and non-living in this area?
I'm living.
This ecosystem is mountains. We call it the mountains. Okay?
The mountains.
I said
Yes, Habibi. Yes, I heard you, yes, Alan. I heard you. Okay. This ecosystem is in the mountain. How is this ecosystem is working? Let's see. The feather jays, mountain goats, and pine trees, they live in different mountain ecosystems. So, can you find these trees in a different ecosystem? Can you find them in the ocean?
No
Can
way.
you find them in the forest?
No.
Only in the mountain, because each ecosystem has its own specialties and characteristics, and it has its own living things. All right? So each ecosystem
Miss,
is different
this
from
kind
another.
of tree, we find it all in the mountains.
Yes, so these trees, you can find them only in the mountains. They live near on the mountains. Also, this Stiller Jay, this is
Live
a
in the
bird.
in the mountain.
Yes, so you only can see
And
this
this
bird
tree
near
is
to the
put its
mountain.
nest in this tree.
Yes, okay. These ecosystems are found high on the sides of mountains. They are cold for most of the year. Why it's cold most of the year?
His color, I like his color.
Miss, I opened the book.
No, Habib.
No.
I need your eyes on the screen. I need your eyes on the screen.
My eyes in the bed, not in the tree.
To remember the pictures and to remember the examples. This ecosystem is about what, ya
Miss, today we will do example.
Hi, Abdul Haddad. This picture shows you which ecosystem. What do you see in this picture?
A bird.
A bird lives where?
A bird lives in the mountain.
Excellent, excellent. So this ecosystem is mountain. All right.
Miss, it's
Yeah.
not all of the kind of bird live in the mountain.
Excellent. Yes, that's correct. Not all the kinds of birds lives on the mountain.
That's even.
Excellent, ya Abdulaziz. Some of them, they prefer to be near the mountain, just like this Stiller jay. So the ecosystem on the mountain, is it the same ecosystem on the ocean or on the forest?
No.
No, it's different. This ecosystem is a little bit cold. Why it's cold? Because it is
Because the mountain is have snow.
excellent, very good. Now take a look at this Stiller jay. This Stiller jay uses materials from this its environment to build a nest. Also, it finds food in its environment. So this bird will find shelter.
Miss, whatever the volcano shoots.
There's no volcano here. It's mountains.
Oh.
Yes. All right. Now, are you ready to go to the next example?
Yes.
So we saw the
ready.
ecosystem on the mountain. Are you ready to see another ecosystem? Now,
Yes.
what do you see here?
Owen.
In a tree,
Yes.
in a mountain.
Yeah, Ahmed Zbedi. This is an owl.
An elf owl. An owl. Sleep. Owl.
Okay.
Wake up. An owl. They don't breathe in one time in an hour.
Excellent. Okay. Where does this owl live? Huh?
On the rock.
No, we don't say it's a rock.
A tree. In a desert. In a desert.
Okay, excellent. In a desert. Excellent, excellent. Let's learn about the ecosystem in the desert. What does it look like? What do you think? The ecosystem in the desert. Huh? Who lives in the desert?
Kangaroo, rats, snakes, and cactus.
Cactus. Excellent, excellent. What about the weather in this ecosystem?
It's hot. It's so hot. So hot. It's
Hot.
dry. It's the hot place in the world.
I can't see owl.
Okay, all the living things in this ecosystem, do they need each other?
Miss, the desert is hot.
Yes,
No.
they need each other. Guys, Habibi Salim,
I said yes, miss.
Habibi, listen to me. Listen to me. Why do we call it an ecosystem? Because all the living and non-living in one place, they need each other and they interact with each other.
Miss, I said
That's
yes.
why we call it an ecosystem. All right? So when I ask you again, do they need each other? What do you say?
Yes, he need
Excellent.
each other.
So as you said, the kangaroo rats, the rattlesnakes, and cactus population
live in desert.
Why do we say
also
population?
What?
Why do we say populations? We said the kangaroos and rattlesnake, cactus, all together, they make populations because they are a group of what? The same kind or different kind?
The same.
Are you sure? The same?
Different.
Yes, because they are different kinds.
Because snakes are snakes and they do not have legs, and kangaroos have legs and they can jump high, and rats are so small and they have long tails.
Yes. If they were the same, are we going to call them population or something else?
No.
A group of snakes. What do we call them?
Yes,
each group make a population. Each group make a population. Population of kangaroo, population of rattlesnake, population of cactus. But all together,
pollination.
No. All together, all the population together, they make
community.
Yes. Yes, excellent. Okay. They have adaptation that help them survive in the dry ecosystem. So, can they survive the dry weather or not?
Not. No.
Why? Because they
They
live.
can,
Yes, yes, yes.
they
Yes,
can survive.
of course.
Miss, I see kangaroo. His kangaroo.
Uh-huh.
This unlucky
His
snake.
color is color
Brown.
white. White.
White. Is there a
Yes,
white kangaroo?
yes, I see.
Okay, boys, please mute your mics. Mute your mics. Now take a look at this owl. This owl, we call it the elf owl. The elf owl, do you know what does it eat? It eats insects that live in cactus. This is how living things interact in one ecosystem. So the owl needs the food inside the cactus. There are some insects that lives on this cactus. The owl needs to eat them for food. The cactus provide a place for the owl to live and help the owl survive in its habitat. This is how living things and non-living things interact with each other. See? Yes. Yes, Yosef. Rattlesnakes are poisonous. Yes, that's correct. They are very poisonous and they are very dangerous. Okay, guys. Now,
Also the
so the ecosystem on the mountains and we saw it on the desert. Let's see where else. What about this ecosystem? This ecosystem is where? Where can we find this ecosystem?
Miss, look this owl. Look this colorful owl.
Nice, ya Abdulaziz. Now take a look at our screen and tell me.
In the sea.
This is Nemo. Nemo.
Oh, this is
Nemo.
a clownfish. We call it a clownfish. Where do you
It's a
find clownfish?
Nemo. There is a movie of Nemo with a clown.
Clownfish.
There is movie of Nemo. I love this.
Okay, guys, where can you find Nemo? Where? In the desert?
And
No, in the sea.
In the mountains?
In the sea.
In the ocean. Excellent.
in the ocean.
Now, what about the ecosystem on the ocean? How does it look like? The ecosystem on the ocean.
What?
There is fish. There is fish.
The water is fresh or salt?
Salt.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And it has plants or corals?
But fish have coral. They don't see in
What else?
water.
There are some plant, but special plant. What do we call them? Yes, seaweeds. Excellent, excellent. Look at these clownfish. Where do they live? They live around the sea anemones. Do you see these finger
Miss,
colored
the
with
clownfish has
sea coral.
Okay, yeah, Abdulaziz, please close your mic, listen to your teacher now. It's time to explain, okay? And everyone listen. Look at the sea anemones. Sea anemones, they are finger-like, okay? The clownfish lives around it. It needed to have a shelter. So this is how they interact with each other and they make the ocean ecosystem. The clownfish are immune to the anemone stings, but animals that might eat the clownfish are not. So if any animals came near from the clownfish that they live around the anemones, they may die. See? So the sea anemones make a very good shelter for the clownfish. This is the ecosystem on the ocean.
Miss,
Yes?
a shark could eat a clownfish.
if they are far away from the sea animals. Because a shark will not
Yeah.
see them if they are hiding there.
Because they're very small. They're
Yes,
very
we
small.
Eat it. We
Miss-
can't eat it.
No, we cannot eat these small fish.
Miss-
They are very, very
The
small.
clownfish is Miss. The clownfish his huh?
Hi, Abdul
Yeah,
Aziz.
you're getting scratched by your cats. You're getting scratched by your cats.
Miss, I see this fish. I see this fish.
It's not a fish, Abdulrahman.
Okay.
That's a swan.
That's
That's a swan. That's a
Okay, what
swan.
do you see here?
That's a swan.
A catfish.
That's a swan.
This is, yes, no, this is not a catfish.
It's a swan. It's a swan.
It's a river otter.
Excellent, Yasef. This is a river otter.
Sea dog. Sea dog.
Okay, no, this is a river otter. We call it river otter. Now, okay,
I'll tell you that.
why we call it a river otter? Because it lives where?
In the river.
Okay, what about the ecosystem in the river?
Miss is not. Miss is not. Miss is not live here. It's live in the snow.
Okay, no, this is a river otter. This is not, I know what do you mean. This is not the one you think it is. Hi, Abdulaziz. No, it's not the same. We call this one a
That's
river.
Foxy. That's a dog.
This is kind.
Okay, let's talk about the ecosystem on the river. The ecosystem on the river is a little bit different from the ocean, but not very much, because the river carries the water to the ocean. So the fresh water will go to the ocean. This flowing water is an ecosystem made of fresh, not salt water. So this is how they are different. Who has the fresh water? The river or the ocean?
River.
River. Excellent. Excellent. And who
River.
lives on this river? River otters. You can find some kinds of fishes.
Miss only
They live
live in
there.
otters live in the river.
Yes. What does this river otter do? It builds their shelters next to rivers where they swim and catch fish. So this is how they interact with each other. He needs to build his shelter where? In this river. Why? So it can be near the food, his fishes. So he can fish food and eat. See? He can take fishes or catch fishes for food and eat. That's how they interact with each other and they make the river ecosystem. Okay, guys, in this lesson, we learned about how many ecosystems.
Miss, I can see a bear, a fish.
Okay, what about, guys, what about horses? Where do they live? Or,
The horses.
yes,
In the forest.
In the
No.
forest.
Yeah.
no,
No.
they live in the farm.
I forgot his
And they
name.
need a grassland.
The mountain.
Habibi,
Mountain.
they need a land of
Grassland.
grass. Why? So they can eat their food.
They
See?
just eat grass. They just eat grass.
Who else lives in a grassland?
A bear.
No, a bear?
A sheep. A
No.
lion. A lion. A lion.
A sheep.
A lion lives in
A
the
lion.
A lion lives in the savannah. Remember? A lion lives where?
Miss.
In the savannah.
The lions. North America.
Okay. Now, before we finish this meeting, before we finish Habibi, we still have only 5 minutes. So let's remind what are the different ecosystem we talked about. We talked about the desert. Who lives
Yes.
in the desert?
I forgot. No.
a cactus, and
A
a
cactus?
camel.
No. No.
Eagle.
Eagle.
Camel.
What about the
Owl.
owl?
Owl, miss. Owl.
Very good. Excellent.
The king cobra, the rattlesnake. King cobra and the rattlesnake. These are the two most poisonous snakes in the world.
Okay, what about ocean?
Fish. Nemo. Clownfish.
Excellent.
Shark.
Okay, seaweed. Well done. Excellent.
Also
What
make
about the
it
river?
Fish.
a blue whale.
What about the river?
The level.
River otter.
Level outer.
Excellent. The river otter. What else? Only river otter? Or there are some kinds of fishes lives in the river?
Some kinds of fish that is go in the ocean.
Excellent. What about mountains?
Mountain.
Birds.
Bird. The blue bird. We see it in the
Kinds of birds. And also, guys, do you know that bears can live near the mountain?
Yes, they live near the mountain. They live.
Yes.
The brown bear.
The grassland.
The
Who
brown
lives in the grassland?
The brown bear.
Okay, close your mics, everyone.
horse and the sheep.
Close your mics, everyone.
Miss, the class is
Habibi, close your mics.
Miss.
Yes, Ismail.
In the grassland, not only horses live in it and donkeys.
Yes, excellent. Also sheep and a deer, a rhino. Well done. Okay, guys, that was everything
this
for
rhino
our class.
there.
Now, I want you, please, we are going to stop recording and we are going to start revising, okay? We'll say bye-bye to recording and I want...
Miss, you have 2 more minutes.
Bye, recording.
Habibi, 7 minutes. We are staying, yeah, Salim, Habibi, we are staying. Do not leave the class. We did not finish.
Hamza,
Yes, we are
what
only
you do
going
with
to say
the
bye-bye
cat?
to recording. The class
Bye,
is not-
recording.
Yes.
I will forget this recording.
I love you, recording.